Welcome back to another episode of Bagged Milk. I'm your host, Brian Bridges, and this is episode 36. Now, I always start that, and I never know. I never know. It is the episode, the number, but is that important? No, it makes no difference. The number is just a number. It just starts the episode. Who gives a fuck? But when I say, and this, besides the number, I don't know. I don't know what really comes next. We just do this, not just to do this, but to see it grow. We want to see it grow, and we want it to be original. I think you think that we think that together we think this is original and it has potential. I think it has potential. You either think it has potential or you're half retarded like me. And if you are, welcome. You're in good company. Half retarded, full retarded, all welcome. All welcome. From full to none. If you're none, you're going to have a hard time here. That's for sure. It's going to be what's the word? I don't know if you'll grasp the concepts. Sometimes you have to be a little bit crazy to break the mold. If you're not crazy, if you're just a normal person, this might not be for you. This is Bagged Milk. Bagged Milk, do we have a format? Like, honestly, if we have a format, I'm not sure what it is. It's just me talking shit. I don't make too much stuff up, just so you're aware. Some stuff I make up, but most of it, it's just my life. Maybe exaggerated a little tiny bit for some laughs. But most of it's just my fucked up life. And stupid shit that happens in the real world. That's Bagged Milk. It's just a slurry of shit bagged up. That's Bagged Milk in a nutshell. I'm in a nutshell. Bagged Milk in a nutshell. Who did that joke? Not me. Feels like a Mike Myers thing. I'm in a nutshell. I'm in a nutshell. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Don't really care. That's Bagged Milk. We just jump from train of thought to train of thought. I've never been on a train. Never. Have I? Never once. Not a real train. Not like those fucking chugga-chuggas, but like a subway. I've been on a subway. But some people's never. If you live in Prince Edward Island, where I'm from, you most likely have never been on a subway train. You're not missing much. Well, depends on who you are. If you like being fondled in the dark, like me, it's fucking fantastic. You'll never not drive a subway. You'll sell your car just to get on the subway. Just so you can let strangers fondle your shit on the subway. It's fucking fantastic. There's nothing better. Sometimes I just wear just sweatpants, no underwear. It's fucking great. I'm telling you. But other than that, you might not be islanders. I've never seen a subway. That's the only... I driven on a subway? Did I driven? I don't driven. I drove? I didn't drive it. I rode. I ride it. I ride it on the subway. I rode the subway train first time back in 1999, to be honest. It was 1999. We're gonna party like it's 1999. Because shit was going down in 99. You thought shit was going down now? Ha! You thought this was the panic? Corona? COVID now? God knows what it'll be in 6 months, some other weird thing. But you thought that was bad. Pff, Y2K, buddy. Y2K. You thought this was bad? Bro, they thought the world was going to end. They thought the world was going to end over a computer glitch. And you're worried about actual viruses? This world don't give a fuck. We got panics every year. Y2K was bigger than this shit. People forget. People were losing their fucking minds. Wow, it might not have been worse than this shit. We didn't close down any businesses, nor should this have needed it either. I'm not sure how crippling people's livelihoods is the best solution to keep people well entirely. But anyway, keeping them mentally right and physically right should be considered, not just one virus. No. Oh, you're physically fine, but mentally you're a fucking wreck and should be put away because you're just destroyed mentally. You're depressed. You're thinking of killing yourself because you lost everything. But physically, no COVID, bro. High five. High five, no COVID. Go back to your fucking depressed life of losing your business and all your bills, and you're crippled, and your family's going to owe for, even when you kill yourself, your family's going to owe that money. So high five, no COVID. Free. Yeah, lockdowns for the win. Y2K was no joke. If you don't know Y2K, you may or may not be too young for this podcast. That's just a test. That was a test to see where you were. If you don't know Y2K, yeah, you're probably too young, bruh. You're probably too young. Let me see. Are you of age? No, you're of age. It's okay. You could have been born in 2000 and still listen to this podcast, and we're good. We're fine. It's okay. But you need to school yourself on some shit, bro. You don't know Y2K? So Y2K, legit, listen to this. In case you didn't know. It's weird if you wouldn't. But in case you didn't know, it was when the computers were going to blow up the world. You were worried about artificial intelligence in the future? No. 20 years ago, computers were going to blow up the world. Get your shit together. We've already gone through the computer stage. Well, I guess computers taking over the world and artificial intelligence taking over the world are two different things. But we defeated them once. We can do it again. So how did we defeat the computers? First of all, how were they going to destroy the world? Well, that's very simple. You know the calendar in your bottom corner? Well, computer manufacturers only made that go to 1999. And nobody knew what was going to happen after that. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Everyone was losing their shit. They thought planes were going to fall from the sky. You know, rockets were going to be fucking fired. WMDs were going to be launched. And everything was just going to be fucking, God knows. Not God. The computers. Machine knows. Because we didn't know what was going to happen after the computers rolled over from 99 and hit 00. What then? Everything resets. They had companies going in and Y2K proofing them. Somehow now that I'm looking back and I'm thinking, I'm like, was this all a crock of shit? Like, was this just a way to sell Y2K software? I wouldn't be surprised, right? Always something to make the next buck. Be like, oh no, those computers aren't. Computers guys all around the world be like, hey, yeah, let's trick them. Like all the IT guys are like, yeah, we've had enough of your shit, and we want a little bigger piece of the pie, and computers are going to rule the world. So you need us to figure out some kind of software that's going to allow computers to roll over from 99 and hit 00. They'll be so confused. I feel like now that I'm saying this, Y2K was a crock of shit. Like, I don't know. But that was the 90s. You couldn't tell if it was a crock of shit. Because who the fuck were you going to tell? We had internet, but it wasn't good. It was like... That was how you used to get on the internet. That's the sounds it would make. Even if you tried. Like, say if you're in the middle of the night and you're like a kid. Like, not a kid, but like a teenager. And you're like, I'm going to go. You only had one computer in the house. It's not like laptops and all this. So you had one computer in the house. It was downstairs, probably in the main living room or something. Or the office. If you have rich and you had that office bonus room. Not me, homie. Not me. And don't think we had a computer because my family bought a computer. No. We had a computer because I bought a computer. And not until I was fucking older. Like 20s. Until I had my very own computer. You know how that sucks? That sucks. But if you had to sneak down in the middle of the night, because you woke up in the middle of the night. It's just, fuck. I can't fucking sleep, man. I can't sleep. Fuck, I've been up all night. So stressed out. Fuck. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to look at porn. That wasn't a thing. Because, one, who the fuck is waking up and be like, I'm going downstairs to look at porn? You're just going to jerk off in bed. A1. That anyone who told you they'd... Plus, they'd have to go downstairs and fire up that internet. No. The whole family is going to wake up. They're going to come downstairs and you have your dick in your hand. Look, the shocked face. I don't know why you're shocked. Did you not think they were going to hear that? Didn't happen. It was a different story, different time. It was literally a different time. It was the 90s. It was a different time. I just spelled T all over my fucking keyboard. And that's why you don't keep a keyboard on your lap while you're drinking tea. That's just rocket science right there. Or not rocket science, common science. Common science? Common sense. Common sense? It's not very common anymore, is it? No. Every time I say that's common sense, no one knows what I'm talking about. So, can't be that common. Right? So common dollars? Maybe cents is too much to ask for, and we're just looking for common dollars now. It's only common dollars. Fuck. The 90s were definitely a better time, though. Definitely better than this. I'd take Y2K over this shit. No one was going to lock us down. They thought the world was going to end. Missiles were going to fire. No mention of a lockdown. They thought WMDs were weapons of mass destruction. Nuclear bombs were going to be set upon the world. And they were like, go pump that party, bitch. Let's party like it's 1999. Fuck, that was a good jam. That's when the best music came out. It's the 90s. Someone's going to argue. It's always your decade, right? Like, I don't care who you are. I was in the 90s, and I'm like, you know what? I'm hip as fuck. I'm going to stay hip as fuck. And I enjoyed the music through the 2000s. Somewhere between 2010, 2020, I lost it. I lost the touch. I don't know what it is, and I don't know how I lost it, but I lost my edge. Because this music, shit now. And I thought I'd always be the guy. I'm like, I'm going to be on the pulse, bro. I got the pulse. I could check it anytime I want. I can dip in and out. But I don't know. I think maybe I'm on the pulse. But I think what it is, I can say this. I think there's just too many shitty rappers. And someone's going to be like, no, man, you're just too fucking old. And I'm like, okay, sure. I get that. I get that there's a different sound. But I've been coming up with this shit. And I think there's just too many now. In general. And that's why there's too many shitty ones. Back in the day, we had like 10 rappers. And in order to get onto the scene, you had to be good. No one was going to risk it on some shitty ass rapper that knows how to rhyme pump and bump, and chop and slop. And then just that's it. You'd be like, I know how to rhyme. You're like, oh, good for you. Do you have a story? Do you have a message? Anything? Or are you just going to rap the same words over the same beat repetitively? Because if that's all you got, go the fuck home. Rap was just better in the 90s. You had better storytellers. You had better artists, I think. These rappers, they can rap. Some rap real fast. No idea what they're saying. I don't think they have any idea what they're saying. It's rap, though. I just don't think it's any good. And there's so many artists, it's hard to fucking latch onto one. I'm sure there's tons out there that are actually pretty good. It's just so many to go through now. So many. And they're all on their own independent labels, which is awesome. Because back in the 90s, you had like 2 labels. You had like Death Row and Bad Boy. And no, there was others. But I mean, you knew your label, and you knew the people on that label, and you knew just if someone came out on Death Row, you kind of knew what sound they had, right? If someone came out in Bad Boy, you'd be like, okay, I roughly know what kind of sound they're going to have. But now, everyone's independent, which is great. Because it's better for the artist, obviously. But I have no idea. And I don't have fucking time. I don't have time to listen to these shitty ass rappers. Every single one of yous? Fuck, man. Get the fuck out of here. Go home. Lay down. You're drunk, little pump. Go lay down. Go lay down before I punch you in the face. That's not even a song. I just hate Little Pump. I hate the sound of his name. Little Pump Pump. I don't know. It sounds like a Joe Budden song. Pump it up. Fuck out of here. Little fucking Pump. You know how mad I would be if I was one of the greatest rappers alive, and then some fucking retard in this day and age decides to take my name and just put an X at the end. Like Lil Nas X. Not only are you stealing my name, but you're coming up dressed like a fucking clown. I don't care your sexual preference. But when you come from this guy, Nas, who's a hardcore gangster rapper, and Little Nas X, well, he sure as fuck ain't. He sure as fuck ain't a hardcore gangster rapper. A rapper, nonetheless. But you shouldn't be stealing names, man. It's like stealing jokes. Get your own fucking name. I get it. You were inspired by him, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea how people, but if I was like Tupac and someone was like, oh, I'm Lil Tupac X. I'm like, no, bitch. Go home. You're too fucking high. Like, who in his crew was like, yeah, man, Lil Nas X. Never heard that one before. Or, oh, Lil Nas X? Oh, Nas will be super pumped about that. You should wear your fucking sequin cowboy outfit, bright purple, and take a picture and send it to him with your choice of name. I'm sure he'll be super pumped that you decide to use that. Oh my God. Now I don't know, man. It's just better. Fucking day and age. We didn't have to deal with fucking politics, I'll tell you that. What happened in the 90s? Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton fucked that girl. He let her blow him. Monica Lewinsky. She let him. He let her blow him. Like, she wanted to. Obviously. He never forced her. He's the fucking president of the United States. A little skinhead. I am not opposed to my president. To my president. But the United States president. Getting ahead. I'm not opposed to my prime minister getting ahead. If my prime minister found out, oh, he's cheating on his wife, I'd be like, okay, how's the country? Do not give a fuck what he does in his bedroom. Is he fucking 3 black dudes and letting Hillary fuck him with a strap on? Don't care. How's the country? That was the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life when they impeached him. They couldn't figure out. He was doing probably one of the best that I've heard for the country at that time. And they impeached him because he got his dick sucked by another woman. What did that have to do with the country? I wish our prime minister was up here getting his dick sucked. He's over here getting his ass fucked by like China and shit. And the WHO. Or the UN. This guy's giving more money to the UN than... Well, there is nobody. He's just giving the most. And then he lost anyway. They didn't even want him. They're like, thanks for the money, you fucking chump. And then didn't even give him a seat. Millions. This guy wanted to flood the country with immigrants. 235 million. We're a population of like 30 million. So, yeah. What people think of Canadians, there wouldn't be. It's just Canada would be the land of immigrants. And it is what it is if that was the case. But I think you just don't let anybody in. There's criminals and stuff. There should be strict policy, not a flood, and just be like, come on in, empty your jails, come on in. What? What about that one part you said? No, don't worry about it. Just come on in, empty your jails, come on in. I don't like that. Slow immigration's the best. That's fine. Check everyone. You don't want fucking rapists, and there's been so many people. Rapists and murderers. Why? You just don't. I don't understand. Even in the Americas, people were like losing their shit when Trump was like, okay, we need to tighten up the borders. And they're like, you're a fucking racist. But when Obama said it, it's fine. They're like, yeah, man, we should tighten up the borders. It's so weird. Politics. So fucked that They can do the exact same thing. They can toe the line the entire way and do almost nothing. Nothing almost changes. And yet, everything good is their fault, and everything bad is the other party's fault. And yet, the other party did the exact same thing. And why? When they did it, it was bad. When you do it, it's good. And when they did it, it was good. But when you do it, it's bad. It works both ways. It is the most stupidest fucking system I've ever seen. And now you got these two retards leading the country. They're too old. That's the simple truth of it. Those two fucks are too old. Who cares what they're bringing to the table? They're too old. They're too out of touch. When you have the majority of your people, what is it? What was it? 37 years old is the majority population in the United States, and these two fucks are almost 2 generations ahead of them. Like, too old, bro. The country's too young for you again. Like, there should be a rule. Like, okay, whatever's the fucking age of majority, your president can only be within 10 years of that. Right? I think that'd be good. Ryan Bridges for prime minister. Well, maybe if the age of majority is my age, give or take 10 years, or I wouldn't take it. I'm like, no. You know what? If I was written in the ballot and I found out and I won, and then I found out the age of majority was 11, or 11, not 11 years old, but 11 years in difference from my own age, I'd decline. I'd have to. Out of sheer principle, I'd be like, no, my rule is 10. Out of that, I'm out of touch. I'd be too out of touch to even think about guiding the Canadian people. Also, I think we got to break up these cities. Not break them up, but shut them the fuck down. Like Toronto. What the fuck? That's like 58% of our population is in this one tiny corner of Canada. Like, and they get all the votes. So if they vote crazy one year, guess what? Canada's going crazy for 4. So that shouldn't be right. It should be like cities like 250,000 is probably a fucking shit ton. Like, some people probably were like, oh my God, like Toronto's like 6 fucking million. New York's like 12. Yeah. There is no need for a city to be that fucking big. Spread it out. It seems like the more people that get together and they keep pushing in and they keep getting more safe. Safe is the word. They like their comforts. They like the easy living. But you forget where you came from. So after 250, you'd be like, sorry, this city's full. You got to go start your own. You got to get it popping. You should have more cities, more sewages, more places of water, more, but less more. When you have more, but less more, you're going to have less problems. Big cities is what causes the problems. Big cities cause the pollution. Big cities cause the waste. Big city causes the crime. Big city causes everything. All the fucking problems. Isn't that weird? So stop fucking having big cities. Like, I get it. They want big cities, though. Government loves a big city because it's easier to control people in one spot. So they'll never, ever break apart cities, which you shouldn't have to. That'd just be messy. But you should put a limit. You'd be like, okay, no more. Be like, hey, Toronto. Sorry, Holmes. No building permits. No No nothing. You just don't build no more. Whatever's available for rent is available for rent. Person sells and buys a house, sure. Is that going to cripple the real estate economy? Maybe. Maybe it should. I don't think it'll cripple it, because then Toronto's full. That'll actually probably increase the value of those homes. You want to live in Toronto? It's full. It's going to cost you to live there. And that's the way it should be. Because who the fuck wants to live in Toronto? Nobody. You'd be like, why would I want to pay that when I can start a brand new city and buy a house at 1/20th of the value? That is the benefit of going to the new city. Fuck Toronto. Yes, it's safe. It's convenient. I never had to drive a vehicle in Toronto. I rode the subway. Wink, wink. Free grabs. But also, there's a lot of private schools around there. So, chicks in cheerleading outfits, little schoolgirl outfits. Of age. I was of age. 18-year-olds. Come on. I was 18 as well. There was just there. I'm just saying they're there. They exist. They didn't exist back home. I was a little excited when I got there. But other than that, Toronto's no good. Big cities are no good. Edmonton, we're hitting 1 million. It's too much. Too big. I thought 1 million would be the cap if I was Prime Minister. But I think 250 is enough. Fuck, 100 is almost enough. Like, you ever see communities of 1,000? Those. You can get those a little tighter. When they get to 1,000, that's peak. That's primo. That's when they'll stick together. That's when they don't fuck around. That's when you can go get a cup of sugar from your neighbor. You know what I mean? You can't do that now. Who in this day and age has actually gone out and asked a neighbor for a cup of fucking sugar? Know what I mean? Or a glass of milk. Or, something for a recipe because you're baking. Why are you baking? Because you bake your own food. Because the grocery store is 4 hours away in Toronto. So you grow your own food. Weird. You grow it. Yeah, you only eat what you grow. If you grow shit and you don't grow it well, you don't eat well. Whoa. So why would I live here instead of Toronto? The air's cleaner. The animals are real animals. You know where your meat's coming from. You can see the stars at night. There's no real good cell service out here, so no one's popping up their phones every 2 seconds. There's benefits. It's not the fucking convenient life you used to, but definite benefits of fucking living in a smaller town. I know when I'm done, I'm not staying in no big ass city, man. Fuck that. Hoping just go back, get a little piece of land back home, P.E. Island, Prince Edward Island, and get some piece of land, and then maybe have some chickens or some goats. I want some goats. There's some goat cheese and goat milk, mostly just for bacon. What else are you gonna use that milk for? I ain't gonna drink that shit. Make my own yogurts. Fuck 'em. I've been living off the land. Couldn't do it now. Too lazy. Would I be lazy in my old age? Probably. But I have time. I don't have time now. I don't know, fucking 3 hours a day messing around with you guys and work and gym and kids. Kids will be gone. Danny will probably be put in a home, and then that's it. It's just me. Just me and the goats and the chickens. Poor chickens if I get too lonely. But they'll live a good life. I think so. Fucking chickens, man. I want chickens, though. I want eggs. I eat so much fucking eggs. I want chickens. And I can't have them in this stupid fucking town. Fort Saskatchewan. Alberta. If you want small town living, this is it. This isn't too bad. 26,000. And even still, I can't borrow a cup of fucking sugar. You know what I mean? So what's 100,000? That's less cups of sugar I can borrow. It's like some conveniences evolve, but mostly not. Mostly it's just people move to big cities because that's where the work is, right? But if you don't have to work, if you just have passions and stuff like that, where most of this world is going, why the fuck do you need a city then? Fuck it. Just go live your passion in the country. In the country, Dabba. In the country. Fucking joint keeps going out. There's nothing worse than a joint that keeps going out. Nothing. And I've been kicked in the nuts. I always love it when women say being kicked in the nuts isn't as bad as childbirth. No man has to be kicked in the nuts twice. No man. Okay, that's a lie. I've been on Pornhub. I see these fucking guys getting their nuts stomped on. What the fuck? High heels. Grinding up on them. You swear, you're like, that's got to be fake. And then you see she's leaning into it and puts the pressure on the nut like it's just flattening. It's flattening the nut. Oh my God, I can feel it now. Oh my God. And she's always a big lady. Why she got to be so big? And she's got high heels on and she's digging that pointy heel thing that's, what do they call them? Stilettos? I don't know. Stalactites? And then fucking she's digging that pointy thing right into a ball. Oh my God. And it's right in the center and the ball forms. Oh my God. No, there's some guys, they'll want to get kicked in the nuts again. Those are the people that are like, you're right. Childbirth is way worse. And then most guys will be like, no. No. That's going to be a no for me, dog. You get kicked, you just drop. I couldn't imagine having a kicked in the nuts feeling for hours. That's the thing, right? Ours is instantaneous. And it drops you. Imagine if childbirth was instantaneous. I don't think it'd be that bad. If all of a sudden your vagina just opened up and you're just like, okay, ready? Push. And you just pushed and it came out one time. Would it be that bad? I don't know. I'm not a female. Not even close. I tried pushing my penis back up inside, won't go. So not even close am I female. So I have no idea if that would work. I don't know. Fuck. I honestly forgot what I was talking about now, for fuck's sakes. That happens. That's a real life thing. And without producers here, Jamie, Rewind the track. Nothing. No Jamies. No Jamies. No nothing. Just your host, Brian Bridges, and Bag Mill. That's it. We're fucking ranting and raving and being lunatics. Penises waving out. I could be naked under this. You wouldn't even know. I probably am. Half the time. Just fucking naked. Sitting here. Just trying to fucking bang this one out for you guys. Give them what they want. I give them what they want. I try anyway. I don't even know what you want because I don't know. I haven't engaged. Some of you guys won't engage. You guys are a little scared. And I get that. I was scared. Man, I'm scared almost every time I go in front of this camera. Every single time. But I do it. I do it because of you guys. So you have to engage because of me. Because if I do this because of you, and then you do the engagement because of me, and then we're all just doing it because of each other. Smaller communities. See, if I had a larger one, actually that might be a better idea, but whatever. Come on. Hook a brother up. You know what to do. You know what to do. If you like things about the show, tell me. You don't like things about the show? Tell me. Am I going to listen? Maybe. Am I going to listen to every single one? Yes. Am I going to do what every single one says? Absolutely not. No. But I'm going to listen and maybe make suggestions or try. I'll be like, oh, thanks. What if my audio was super low? I didn't know. You guys didn't fucking tell me. Well, what if I curse too much? Well, then you can go fuck yourself. Okay? And stop listening to Bag Mail. Because that's just the way it is. That's probably not going to change. Probably not. Like, I mean, I could, but I mean, that's like censoring. If I'm like, okay, tone it back, you fucking pansy, then I'm trying to censor myself. Like, oh, okay, I gotta watch what I say and do and stuff because they don't like the swears. They don't like the swears so much. Okay, fine, fuck you. Just fucking joint. I'm still mad that I can't remember what I was talking about with penises and vaginas. What was that all about? Penises and vaginas. My daddy has a penis and my mommy has a vagina. That comes from Kindergarten Cop. I don't know. Fuck it. Hey, you know me. Brian Bridges from Bag Milk. I'm your host from Bag Milk, Brian Bridges. Brian Bridges? You know me. Well, you're trying to. But I'm trying to be more of me. That's the key. Is you don't want to change you. You want to be more of you. Of what makes you, you. You don't want that other shit kicking around. That's not you. That's not what you want you to be. So you want to be more of what you think you should be. And that's good. And I like being more. So I like to challenge myself with little stupid things. And so my challenge I've been trying to do lately is so fucking fun too. As I'm trying to learn how to do handstands. And then eventually I want to go from handstands, just walking on hands is the ultimate goal. Handstands first. Step one. Learn how to do a fucking handstand. Now, from what I'm told, and seen, it's actually easier to just walk on your hands than it is to learn how to do proper handstands. But I'm not going to half-ass it. So I might as well get the strength from handstands so I can walk on my hands better. And then there's a thing I want to do called a planche push-up. And what it is basically a push-up where only your hands touch the ground. So your feet are up off the ground and you're straight as a board, parallel to the ground, and you do push-ups that way. Wow. And then, yeah, man, I'll go hard. And then from a planche, you go you go straight as a board, parallel to the ground, and then you basically are strong enough to, when you push up from your planche, and then you push yourself, your legs will come up into the air, and you go straight up into a handstand. And then you can walk around. So it's all going to be connected as a cool little fucking trick of handstands into a planche push-up, back up into a handstand, walk around. Maybe do another planche. Who knows? Beast mode cowboy. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that pumps me up. You know what I mean? I get excited trying to learn that shit. I got nothing else on the go. I got job and kids and stuff. That's no fucking fun. So it's like, what do? Well, you do new stuff. You do new stuff. I like new stuff. I can't run. Well, I can, but I'm a little bitch. And it's too cold out. And cold showers suck. I'm still kind of trying to get into cold showers. It is not working very well. But handstands, I'm loving it. So we'll see how it goes. I get fucking tight. My shoulders feel like they're getting tighter already. And then fucking get pumped, man. Pump it up, Joe Budden style. And then what happened? The first night I did it, man, I did 3. I did 3 fucking handstands, and I was sweating. I couldn't believe it. I didn't just pop up, do a handstand, pop back down, pop up, back down, pop up, back down, and take, 15 seconds to do 3 handstands and sweat? No, Scott. Scotty doesn't know. So, what I did is I would pop up and try. There's a fucking way in your hands. You gotta adjust from fingertips to heel your palm, and that basically, if you have enough strength to hold yourself perfectly straight, which I don't yet. My core, if you have strong enough core to even get yourself up there and lock it straight, and then when you push on your hands, it determines which way your feet are going to go, right? In theory. The first couple days, I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. I'm pushing it into the ground. I'm like, it all fucking feels the same to me. It just feels like falling. Because I would pop up against the wall, and then basically I'm up against the wall, right? And then I'm trying to do the palm thing. So I'm trying to pull myself off the wall. And then try to lock it. So you try to push into your fucking palms. And then you push out. And then you're up off the wall. And then you got to try to stop yourself there. So you got to come back onto your fingers. But I'm just falling. So that's especially on the first day. So the first day it was just like not even getting up on the wall. It takes tries to get up on the wall. Because you don't want to just biff it up against the wall. That's not the purpose, right? It's not the purpose. I can biff it up against the wall, no problem. But if there was no wall there, what would happen? I'd fall the fuck down. It defeats the purpose. So you got to try to just keep it, and you want to look for that perfect fucking momentum every time to just get it just enough up there, and that's it. That's the key. And that's what took it out. Because I was trying to find that the first day, and that was my hardest, just to get it. What's the perfect? And then by the time I get one, and then a little bit of hand motion, by the time I fell, by the time I did all the jumping, hand motion, and fall 1 rep, woo! It's a long time. It's not that long, but it's, it's not minutes, but it's seconds. Long seconds, it feels like. And it sucked. It hurt. My wrist hurt. My shoulders were hurting. And I was sweating. I did 3 that night. Now I do more. Could go, I don't know. Could go for a while. I don't count that many. I don't count them. I just kind of go until I'm sore. Not sore, but I'm like, whoo, that's enough. Sometimes it's about 15 minutes or so. I'm fucking around. I'm trying them off the wall now. I'm still not good. Not even close. I can get like maybe a second of free time. Maybe a second. I think maybe once I did a little longer than a second, but on average, no. On average, it's probably even less than a half a second, I imagine, because on average, I'm not even off the wall. So, but what I am noticing is I can feel the hands. I can feel the hands now. The first couple of days, I'm like, I'm just wiggling my fucking wrists. I'm like, what am I doing here? Where's the movement? But now I'm starting to feel it when I lock myself up on my core. And now I start doing the hands, and I'm fucking pretty stiff as a board up here. Now I can start kind of feeling the hands. So I'm getting there. And that's what it's all about, right? It's the little fucking steps every day of just messing around with something. That's what bag milk is. It's just another step of me fucking around, doing something. Talking to you guys. Sharing my little world. It's my tiny little world. I'll give you a little peek. Little sneakaboo. Little sneakaboo into my world. That's what bag milk is. And you just keep at it, and then you get results. Maybe. Probably. I'm sure. And I think that's the way with anything. My fitness, for sure. Any little stupid challenge. You want to learn how to moonwalk? Well, learn how to moonwalk. But it's not going to be like, okay, just do it. Okay, what's step 1? There's a step 1. So for me, walking on my hands, step 1 is, learn how to do a fucking handstand. The ultimate goal is walking on hands, 2 planche push-up, back up into a handstand, walking on hands. Uninterrupted, no feet touch, fluid-like. Look that up. Planche to a handstand push-up. It is fantastic looking. And that's what I want. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care. It takes me a year. No more than that, though. I'm not fucking around forever. I'm lazy. But I'm going to give it a go. That's the most important thing is I give it a go, and I'm going to give it an honest go, and that's it. You got to buckle down. Like, I'm going to give this a shot. Not just like, if I did a handstand once a week, and I'm like, oh, fuck, no. I'm trying to do handstands every day. Every day. And if I try it for like a fucking year, and I'm like, okay, I can't even get a fucking handstand. But I'm going to try different methods. I'll try different things. I wouldn't try the exact same principle for a year and be like, I'm just not getting it. Well, then that's the wrong principle for you. There's another way. There's always more ways. You just got to figure out the other way. What's your way? Don't my way. Don't that way. What's your way? Take a little this, little that, and what's to you, and just be like, okay, that works. That works for me. This one guy's like, you gotta do handstands in the morning. I was like, I'm not doing it in the morning. He's like, you gotta. That's when you're most handstandable. And I'm like, not doing it. Don't give a fuck. I'm not doing handstands. You imagine me just rolling out of bed and fucking plopping up doing fucking handstands. Man, I can barely get myself to work in the morning enough that I can just get there and take another nap before I start work. I make sure I have enough time that I have enough time for a nap. I have to leave early enough that I can have a nap before work. That's how much I like sleeping in the morning. I am not rolling out of bed to do fucking handstands, even if it is my own goal. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure out another time. You imagine just giving up? Like, whoa, that's the best time? Well, I guess I just won't do them because that's the best time. And if I can't do it the best, I don't want it. No. They'll fucking work. The time matters not. That's just his time. And so I do them at night, right before bed. If you want to do handstands, do them before bed. Do them whenever the fuck you want. But you have to do them. That's the biggest thing. If you're like, I want to do handstands and you're not doing handstands, you can't do them. That's just a thing. You want to shoot 3-pointers and you're not shooting at the net all the time, trying to shoot 3-pointers, you'll never shoot a 3-pointer, ever. You might get lucky and be like, but I can't see it. You imagine wanting to shoot 3-pointers, never shooting. It's right there. It's not like it's a hard goal. Just go shoot a 3-pointer. There's so many people that have a goal or a little mini. I want to do that. Then go do it. Almost everything is achievable. You just got to keep doing it, though. I want to walk on my hands. Well, I'm trying. I want to, but I got to do other things to get to the walking on hands first. Some people, so many people just want to jump in and just get there. I just want to do that thing. And they just try to do that thing and they just keep failing. But what? Why can't I do that thing? Because there's steps, bro. You gotta learn how to push up against the wall first. You gotta learn how to pop up. The pop up. You don't even know how to pop up first. You don't even have enough strength to pop yourself straight up. Not, let alone hold yourself while you're up there. That's a different strength. So those are 2 strengths now you're lacking. And then to move, that's a balance thing. You don't have that. So you want to instantly have 2 strengths you've never had and a balance you've never had, that you've never tried. You have to do it to do it. That's with anything in life, I think. You have to do it to do it. Yeah, man. That's deep shit right there. That's bag mail. Sometimes we just come at you with that fucking deep shit. The philosophical fucking stuff. We have no idea what we're talking about half the time up in here. And then sometimes as we're digging around the garden, we come across a truffle. We're digging around a garden of shit, and you come across a truffle. And then you eat the truffle and get fucked up. It's good. It's good times. Fuck, I forgot to tell you. Okay, listen. This is it before we go. What time is it? Oh, it's almost time to go. So, listen. A couple weeks ago, I did a fucking show. Fantastic. Fuck, it was a good time. If I don't have it written down, I forget. It's written down. I did an episode with Mr. Dave from Highspoon. He is Highspoon. He is the highest spoon. And I don't mean that by he smokes a lot of weed and he eats cereal, but he does. But he is the highest spoon, meaning it's like the highest regard of a spoon. If you, of its caliber, that's the highest spoon. If you need a cereal reviewed and you're looking for a quality spoon reviewer, Dave's your man. Dave is sometimes not here, man. Dave's not here, man. But for cereal, Dave's here. And Dave's got it on fucking lock. It's so fun. No, seriously, though. We fucking did this cereal review. Sounds a little different. But we basically sit down, we shoot the shit, have some bowls of cereal, and it was fucking fun. If you want to check him out, check out Highspoon on Instagram, YouTube, and check out his edits and stuff. We shoot the shit for about an hour. I'm sure, like he does with most of his guests, and then he edits them down into like these 10-minute funny as fuck videos. I don't even know if I would have the patience to edit. Like, imagine if I edit this down to 10 minutes. I wouldn't. The way he does it, it's exemplary. It's great. It's fantastic. Great skills. Lots of laughs, from sure. I don't know when it's coming out. I have no idea. It was about 2 weeks ago. I've been in contact with him. I just never asked. It comes out when it comes out. I'll let you know when it comes out. I just want to let you know that I did that. And reach out to Dave at Highspoon, YouTube. Give him a like, share, subscribe for sure. On Insta, make sure you follow him. It's funny shit, man. It's delicious cereals. He treats cereals like a dessert, as you should. It's fucking full of sugars, but it was fantastic. We had. Should I tell you what cereal we had, or let it be a surprise? No, I seen the picture. We had some Captain Crunch berries. It was my choice. I didn't know how it was going to go down, but he was like, "What cereal do you want to review, kid?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I get to pick." I was excited. I was like, "Yeah, Crunch berries for me," but I haven't had Crunch berries since I was a kid, so it was definitely a wicked episode. I was having lots of fun. So when that comes out, you got to check it out, okay? You got to give Dave lots of love. And you check it out. You give me love. You give Dave loves when that episode comes out. Make sure. Not just when that episode comes out. You go check out his shit, okay? Okay. I'm going to go finish this joint, and then I'm going to go start my day, and you start living your life, okay? Okay. Bye. I'm out.